Robert Frank, born November 9, 1924, in Zurich, Switzerland, is an American photographer and documentary filmmaker. Frank began studying photography in 1941 and spent the next 6 years working for commercial photography and graphic design studios in Zurich, Geneva, and Basel. Between 1950 and 1955, he worked freelance, producing photojournalism and advertising photographs for Life, Look, Charm, Vogue, and others. He traveled throughout the country in 1955 and 1956 and made the photographs that would result in his most famous book, The Americans, which was first published in France as Les Américains in 1957. Frank's cunning perspective on American culture, combined with his carefree attitude toward traditional photographic technique, shocked most Americans who saw it at the time. It remains the most influential photography book at the 20th century. Many of his images are ethically evaluative and interpretive. The images I've picked demonstrate these categories. The viewer is able to form his or her own thoughts in many different ways. His images, you will learn, are all shot in black and white. There could be many reasons for his doing. I found a quote which may answer this question. He said, "Black and white are the colors of photography. To me they symbolize the alternatives of hope and despair to which mankind is forever subjected." This photograph is called Hollywood Premiere, shot in California in 1956. This image was taken on a red carpet of an exquisite actress all done up in her best outfit, makeup, and hair, yet she's out of focus. Being out of focus allows our eyes to wander the image fully, finding sharper faces and objects. On the left we see a woman at the premiere. She's not done up, no makeup, but we are looking away from the celebrity, which is abnormal. Here, Frank turns around the cliché of stargazing, and by doing so, comments on our obsession with celebrities. This image is called Rodeo, shot in New York City in 1955. Frank found it necessary and meaningful to capture the stereotypical cowboy in the middle of the city. At the time this photo was taken, America had just won victory from World War II, which made America gain intolerance for ideological and racial differences. Yet here we are, seeing a cowboy with his completed outfit in the middle of the city, which was abnormal for this time period. The head-on focus of the man draws our eyes directly to him, but the background shows a perfect amount of the city at the time with the wired trash can, the old-fashioned cars, and the building's architecture. This photo is called Political Rally, shot in Chicago in 1956. The emphasis is on the trombone, which is consuming the man in the marching band playing it. His face is hidden, representing that at this time in America, democracy was somewhat drowning out the voice of the average man. In this photo, Frank does an amazing job having the instrument and man centered while having the American flag directly above his head. The lighting shows the metallic as well as the crisp stars and stripes of the flag. These are both the main ideas of the photo that come together to make this assumption. Robert Frank, still an inspiration today, was a great, unique photographer, always capturing the raw points of ideals, politics, and events with his black and white photography. His images still to this day make us realize all of the things we overlook in everyday life. He looked at life in a much different lens in a culture that he was fascinated by. As a result, it caused the world to see America in a different, less glamorous light.